Two I missed.
I've already got some at the house, so.
And there were some on River Road Keith told me he was gonna grab for me, so.
All right, y'all ready?
Ain't no problem.
Taco, you ready? Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Nassau County Board of County Commissioners meeting, 5 p.m., August 24th. Please stand with me for the invocation and pledge of allegiance. Dear Heavenly Father, as we open this meeting today, we ask for your guidance and wisdom as we serve our community. Grant us unity as we work together and help us focus on collective well-being of those we serve. We lift up our military personnel and first responders in prayer, asking for your protection over them as they safeguard our freedoms and our citizens. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Hutman,
Here.
Commissioner Farmer,
Here.
Commissioner Martin,
Here.
and Chair Gray.
Here.
And absent is Commissioner McCullough.
Okay, thank you. I'll move us to expansions, deletions to the agenda. County Manager Pope, anything?
No additional today, thank you.
County Attorney Ms. May?
I have no additional business, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, okay. Moving right along, that'll put us at proclamations. Tab A, approve a proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners recognizing January 2027 as the 200th anniversary of the Nassau County Sheriff's Office.
Mr. Chair, make a motion to approve tab A.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve and a second. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Madam Chair, I believe the motion passed. Okay, we have some members in the audience. I think I see the sheriff and some of our officers out here. Come meet me at the podium, please. Good afternoon, sir. Looking good? All right. Thank you, sir. Let me read this here for you. All righty. Okay, proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida. Nassau County Sheriff's Office 200th anniversary, August 24th, 2026. Whereas it is appropriate to honor our fallen law enforcement: 8 deputies, 1 police chief, 1 Florida Highway Patrol trooper, 1 constable, 2 Florida Department of Agriculture officers who died in the line of duty between 1891 and 2021 while serving Nassau County. And whereas the former and current deputies and civilian employees of the Nassau County Sheriff's Office have continually provided law enforcement services for Nassau County residents and visitors for over 200 years. And whereas during this bicentennial year, Sheriff Bill Leeper began serving as a 24th sheriff on January 8, 2013. And whereas, as part of Nassau County Sheriff's Office 200th year of service, we would like to pay special tribute to the dedicated professionals who work at the Sheriff's Office for their courageous and devoted efforts to preserve the rule of law and ensure domestic tranquility. Now therefore, be it proclaimed this 24th day of August 2026 by the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, as follows. One, the board hereby proclaims that the month of January 2027 to be recognized as the 200th anniversary of the Nassau County Sheriff's Office. Two, the board asks that all citizens recognize this hallowed occasion with a spirit of gratitude, community, and cooperation. And this is signed by the Board of County Commissioners Chairperson, Ms. Allison McCullough, which she's absent today. And it's approved to form by our Nassau County Attorney, Ms. Denise May. Congratulations, Sheriff. A little bit more? Okay. Hey, we know you gotta say a little bit, but I mean, we'll get this out.
One, two, three.
Now keep my eyes open. Don't know, right?
Well, I took three.
You took three?
So
Okay, good.
hopefully you've got your eyes open.
Go ahead, Sheriff.
I took four.
Good evening, Commissioners. Thank you. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for this proclamation. Nassau County Sheriff's Office has a long history, 200 years. We're not the oldest sheriff's office in the state. That belongs to Escambia and St. John's. They fight to see who's number one, but we are the 7th oldest in the state, and we have a long history. First sheriff was appointed by the governor, and then in 1828, they went to, all the sheriffs have to be elected by the voters, and they were elected for 2 years until 1868, and then they were elected for 4 years. So it's a very honor for me to be the 24th sheriff of Nassau County. On a personal note, on January 10th of 2027, I'll start my 50th year in law enforcement, which is a very personal milestone that not many in law enforcement meet, and still have their sound mind, but I've been blessed in my career, and so I appreciate this. Our men and women who serve our citizens every day appreciate it. Appreciate your support. Appreciate our citizens' support in all they do, and it's a tough job. It's not easy, but they're out there working every day to make sure that all of us are as safe as possible. So thank you very much. God bless you. Stay safe.
Thank you, Sheriff Luper.
If I may, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir, Mr.
I'd just like to say to the sheriff, I'd much rather be lucky number 7 than to be number 1. You know what I mean? So that number 7, that's obviously a little better number than fighting with those other counties, you know, over who's number 1. But I just wanted to thank you for serving Nassau County and its citizens. We obviously talk to a lot of people, and we're out in the community every day, every week. I mean, somebody can pinpoint us out. I tried wearing wigs and disguises to keep people from ganging me up while I'm back there trying to get a gallon of milk, but it doesn't work. They've figured out most of my disguises. But I just wanted to say thank you. The public recognizes the fact that you've taken our sheriff's office and moved them into the next level, and I tell you, it doesn't go unnoticed. And the people out here, I'll just say this. Bill Leeper could run for sheriff as many times as he wanted to, and I don't think anybody would beat him. And from a political standpoint, I think they'd be a fool to try to run against you. So I just want to say, your name, your integrity is everything. Obviously, you work with my father. You know where I come from. I'm a little rough around the edges, and I'm no public speaker by any stretch. But I want to just let you know, from a guy that wore the badge and got to do a lot of things that other people didn't get to do, through their course of law enforcement, that it's very well recognized that you've taken this agency into the next level. And we're continuing to grow, and I know that you're continuing to face with daily challenges, weekly challenges, and we appreciate the coordination, we appreciate the communication, and we appreciate what you do in our community. The community is very pro-law enforcement, as we all know, and that makes the job a little bit easier. But I just want to say a personal thank you from my family to yours, because it's not a 9 to 5. It's not a 7 to 3. It's not a 3 to 11. It's all the time, all day, every day. It's kind of like Taco's job. There's some facet of government that is not ever going to go to sleep. And so, you know, you think you'll be eating with your family, and all of a sudden you see that call and you go, I got to step away. You know, this is so-and-so. And so people, they really don't understand what comes with these jobs. And I just want to say thank you personally.
Thank you very much. I just want to say that I'm a little over 2 weeks for my right knee replacement, which is my second one. So hopefully soon I'll have 2 good knees and I'll be able to run again. So thank you, Kings County staff.
Best
for what
wishes,
you
sir.
did.
Thank you.
Heather's got a boot on her foot. I offered to race her a little bit ago, and she said she'd get me good. So maybe the 3 of us will go out and race when it stops raining. Thanks, Sheriff.
Okay. This moves us into consent items. If any board member wishes to move a consent item into new business, please let me know now. Does any member of the public wish to speak on a consent item? And I'm glancing across.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir. Commissioner Martin.
Yes, I would like to move tabs D, H, J, and K to new business.
Okay, let me make
D,
sure I got
H, J, and K.
D, H, J, and K. Okay.
D.
D is in dog.
D is in dog. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
You have a motion now. Do I have a second?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I'd make a motion to approve the consent agenda with the exception of items D, H, J, and K.
Second.
Okay, so motion to approve and second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 All right, motion passes, Madam Clerk. Now, I didn't need to ask this. Does any member of the public wish to speak on the consent item? Okay? No? Don't see none? Okay, make sure, doing everything like Ms. May's looking at me over here, make sure I don't forget anything here. All righty, we'll move to tab D, under new business. Yeah, Mr. Iron.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So this item is an amendment to the interlocal agreement with the City of Fernandina Beach for ocean rescue services. This amendment is coming forward as there were modifications in the tourism tax laws that allowed us to utilize tourism taxes to fund the ocean rescue services. So with that amendment, what it will allow is, currently the county pays $200,000 out of our general fund. We'll be able to fund that now through tourism taxes. That $200,000 has been shifted over to the RISE grant to support economic development. And then for the city, this is a new $300,000 contribution to them out of tourism tax dollars to support the ocean rescue services. And they will have the ability on their side to shift those dollars around as needed on their budget. So with that concludes my report, unless you have any questions.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir, Commissioner Martin.
Yeah, before I make a motion to approve tab D, I just want to say, the use of tourist development tax dollars comes up all the time, and we get beat up a lot about, why can't we use money for this? Why can't we use it for that? Well, we're governed by state statute on what we can do. So recently, as Mr. Imer said, the statute that governs this changed, and it allowed us to free up some money for lifeguards and ocean rescue. So as soon as we were made aware that we were able to do that, the Tourist Development Council, which I chair, took action and made a recommendation to shift this money. And even before that, there was action being done from county staff, county manager, Mr. Ironman especially, with the Convention and Visitors Bureau to redo the contract with them. So this was taken into consideration when we did the new contract to free up $500,000. $200 on the county side for beaches and $300,000 for the city. So I know we've talked about this before, but when people want to criticize the board for why tourist development tax dollars aren't being used for other infrastructure type things, it's because we can't do that. We're governed by state statute about it. But also to recognize, once the statute freed up the ability to allocate some money to help the city out, we did it. We did it. And so kudos to Mr. Ironman and the Convention and Visitors Bureau and Tourist Development Council for making this recommendation and for our board approving it. And with that, unless there's any other comment, I move to approve tab D.
Second.
Okay, Madam Clerk, we've got a motion to approve and a second. Please call the vote.
You can do it
Commissioner
all in
Hopman?
favor.
All in favor? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes, Madam Clerk. Tab H, approve and authorize the chair to sign contract CM 4196 with U.S. Water Corporation Services for professional Utility Advisory Services in the amount of $378,000. County Manager Pope.
Yes, sir, thank you. This is a 3-year contract with a 2-year extension. U.S. Water is your current operator at the Nassau Utility Authority on the south end of Amelia Island. Currently operating in Nassau County, there are 6 individual water wastewater operators. The U.S. Water is coming on board as our advisor and expert staff member by contract to assist in the coordination of those utility operations, as well as assist us with the demand of expansion of water and wastewater at pretty much every part of Nassau County. And so this is a critical area of need. In lieu of hiring the experts in-house, it's more cost-effective and more efficient to get the level of expertise from this organization and leverage their complete corporation in assisting our efforts than trying to build internally.
Okay, thank you, County Manager. With that, I'll entertain a motion to approve or deny tab H.
Chairman, I move to approve tab H.
Second?
Okay, Madam Clerk, first and a second, and all approve, say aye.
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 All right, motion passes. Tab J, consider the following. 1, approve and authorize the chair to sign the Watershed Planning Program Grant Agreement for Nassau County River Basin Watershed Master Plan, contract number CM 4204, Nassau County and Florida Division of Emergency Management in the amount of $300,000 and associated budget resolution. And 2, approve and authorize the county coordinator as defined under the county's grant manual policy to sign all further documentation in relation to this grant. Deputy County Manager, Mr. Companion.
Yes, sir. Robert Companion, Deputy County Manager / County Engineer. For items J and K, both of these grants, one for the St. Mary's, one for the Nassau River, basically to perform watershed master plans. Both of these grants, we are actually leveraging against another grant that we have to cover the match. And there is about $30,000, because that other grant doesn't cover the whole amount of the match. There is about $30,000 worth of county funding that's already accounted for to cover the match on our behalf. And I'm happy to answer any other questions you may have about this one, but ultimately we'll end up with watershed master plans for the Nassau and St. Mary's River basins.
Thank you, Mr. Companion. I believe when I was looking through my packet, this is only a 25% match that the county has to pay, and they're paying 75%, correct?
That's correct, but most of that 25% we're actually able to leverage against another grant that we have for the
Okay.
same purpose to cover most of our 25%. So at the end of the day, I believe the county's funding somewhere around the 30-something thousand, 32,000, somewhere in that ballpark.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Companion.
If I may, Mr. Chairman, the
Yes, sir.
current,
Commissioner
just to
Farmer.
add to that, the current stormwater master plan's from 2012. So, I mean, this is a little bit outdated, so it's gonna be nice to see us, get some information that's current.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir. Commissioner Martin.
Yeah, and the main reason I wanted to move this new business, obviously, is because it's a big ticket item. But I mean, and I did read the agenda. I knew it was a 25% match. I don't remember reading within that we had leveraged another grant. So that's even better news. So I mean, I don't have a calculator in front of me. If with 32,000 to leverage two $300,000 grants, I think that's we're getting a big bang for our buck. And so kudos to Mr. Companion and his team and anyone else that had a hand in getting this grant for us.
Yes, sir.
And with that, I will make a motion to approve tab J.
We've got a motion to approve for tab J. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Huffman. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Motion approves for tab J. Now to move us to tab K, consider the following. 1, approve and authorize the chair to sign the Watershed Planning Program Grant Agreement for St. Mary's River Basin Watershed Master Plan, contract number CM 4205, Nassau County and Florida Division of Emergency Management in the amount of $300,000 and associated budget resolution. And 2, approve to authorize the county coordinator as defined under the county's grant manual policy to sign all further documentation in relation to this grant. All right, I think he explained both of them to us.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
since Mr. Companion already covered this, I'll move to approve tab K.
Second.
Okay, so you have a motion to approve. Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Farmer. Please signify by saying aye in favor.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Madam Clerk, the motion carries. All righty. Yeah, Mr. Companion did a great job. This will move us to new business. Any member of the public may address any item under new business at this time. Time limit is 3 minutes each. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to address any item under new business at this time? And I'm looking across the audience and I don't see any. That'll move us into tab P. Tab P is authorize the chair to sign the real property purchase and sale agreement with Nathaniel D. Swanda and James Anthony Swanda. Contract number CM 4193 for the purchase of an improved parcel at 86079 Pages Dairy Road, adjacent to the Yulee Sports Complex, for the purchase price of $298,000. And we have Rockstar Brandy Carvalho here. Hi, Brandy. Good afternoon.
Good evening. Thank you. Brandy Carvalho, Director of Strategic Advancement. I could not have explained this item more perfectly. This is a purchase and sale agreement as we continue to expand the footprint of the Yulee Sports Complex, 86079 Pages Dairy Road, in the amount of $285,000. Happy to answer any questions.
Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments? Thank you, Ms. Carvalho.
I'd like to say that this is another great move in the right direction, you know. This is, it's a big deal. And, you know, it's, just like over on my side of town, you know, where sports is busting at the seams,
Yeah,
right?
kids need a place to play ball, that's
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
I mean, this is a big deal to the residents. This is, you know, giving back to the residents and their children and their children. So I'm excited about this.
Mr.
Yes,
Chair,
sir.
this is the last piece of that expansion.
So we actually have one more that should be coming in front of you next month. And then there is an additional parcel that we have not negotiated terms with, but this will be the third. Yes,
Okay.
I'm sorry, excuse me. This will be the second, with the third coming in front of you shortly.
Okay, thanks for
And this parcel here it fronts our existing park property on two sides of the property. So it's a great opportunity for us to expand our ballpark. Yeah.
Great.
And with that, I'll entertain a motion for approval or denial.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Farmer, second by Commissioner Hupman. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Carvalho. Okay, moving into legislative public hearings, tab Q. And it's been a while since I did this, sitting in this chair. So I'm getting ready to turn it over here to our county attorney for tabs Q through S, because they're legislative hearings. And with that, Ms. May, please do the honors.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chair. The following items are legislative items. Those are tabs Q through S. These procedures are in place to give all who wish to speak for or against an item the opportunity to do so. Those wishing to speak in favor of or against an item being considered will have 3 minutes to address the board. All statements should be addressed to the board and only the item under consideration. Speakers should not engage in personal attacks on other speakers, staff, or board members. Speakers must begin by stating their name and address for the record. Please do not be repetitive or repeat things already addressed. Sharing or transferring of time is not allowed. The clerk will control that time. Again, that is 3 minutes. Any speaker with documents as a part of their presentation will present them to the deputy clerk. They do become a part of the permanent record. The meeting's being recorded, so please no applause, outbursts, or talking. It does distort the recording. The board will then close the public hearing and discuss the item under consideration. They may ask questions of speakers or staff. They will then deliberate and vote on the item before them. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Madam Attorney. So that'll move us to tab Q. I got a lot of reading here. Tab Q, consider LDC 26-006 and ordinance 2026-045. Amending the Nassau County Land Development Code, specifically amending Article 8, Residential Single Family Estate, RSE, Article 9, Residential Single Family, RS1, and RS2, Article 9A, Residential Single Family American Beach, RS2AB, Article 10, Residential Mixed, RM, Article 11, Residential Townhouse, RT, Article 12, Residential General 1, RG1, Article 12A, Residential General 1, American Beach, RG1AB. Article 13, Residential General 2, RG2. Article 14, Residential Mobile Homes, RMH. Article 22, Open Rule, OR. Article 26, Residential Judicial, RJ. Article 44 and Section 4405, Transect Allowable Uses, Table. adding home-based business as a permissible use, amending section 22.03, removing home occupation, amending Article 28, supplementary regulations, amending section 28.14 to remove home occupations, creating section 28.26, supplementary regulations for home-based businesses, amending Article 32 definitions to define home-based business. And with that, we are ready for Miss Elizabeth Back, our Planning Department Director.
Good evening. Thank
Good
you,
evening.
Commissioner Gray. Sorry for that long, short title. As I stated, Elizabeth Back with the Planning Department. This is a request to modify our land development code, and per your staff report, the state legislature had passed House Bill 403, and so to be in compliance with the state, the Planning Department has brought this land development code edit, well stated for all the various articles, sections in the land development code that would be impacted by this amendment. This is a second reading as it deals with a land use item. We're required to bring it before you twice. I'm gonna kind of move through this quickly as you've already heard all of this, and the gist of this is that it's taking it away from our former home occupation conditional use and creating a new supplementary regulation section in compliance with that Florida statute 559.955 to use the language of home-based business, and then, as Commissioner Gray stated, all the various residential zoning categories that we have reference back to the regulations that have been created. So you've seen all of this before. It also adds a definition in conformance with the state statute. And then it is consistent with the objective from the economic development element of our comprehensive plan and policy ED.03.01. In conclusion, we do find this to be in conformance with Florida statutes. The goals, objectives, and policies of our comprehensive plan would not conflict with the Land Development Code, Code of Ordinances, and other county regulatory documents. I should mention that the Planning and Zoning Board did recommend approval of this at their July 7th meeting, and also at the July 27th meeting, the Board of County Commissioners moved to second reading at the ordinance as well. So I'm available for any questions. Staff is recommending approval.
Thank you, Ms. Back, for staff presentation. At this time, I'm going to open the floor for public discussion for tab Q. I said no one has completed a comment card that I am aware of to speak on this issue. So do we have any board questions for staff or any members? No? Not seeing none. Okay, giving everybody a second run. If not, close the floor for public discussion to tab Q and board deliberation, or entertain a motion to approve or deny tab Q from the board members.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Commissioner Farmer.
Yeah, I'm better looking than he is.
There you go.
Based upon the record evidence.
That's debatable.
Based on the record evidence and testimony received, I find that the plan amendment is consistent with Nassau County Comprehensive Plan, Economic Development Element, Objective ED.03 and Policy ED.03.01, Florida statutes and the Nassau County Land Development Code, and therefore my motion is to approve LDC 26-006 and Ordinance 2026-045.
Mr. Chair, I'd second that.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve and a second. Ms. May, should I call a vote, or we?
You may.
Okay, Madam Clerk, would you please call the vote, please?
Commissioner Helpman,
Yes.
Commissioner Farmer,
Yes.
Commissioner Martin,
Yes.
and Chair Gray.
Yes.
That's 4 ayes, 0 nays. Your motion carries.
Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk. Okay. Move us to tab R. This was a little bit less lengthy. Consider CRD 26-006, a request for development within a Nassau County designated scenic canopy road right-of-way. The applicant proposes to install 167 feet of underground electrical conduit and 62 feet of overhead cable at the intersection of Buccaneer Trail and Gerbing Road. Florida Public Utility Company is the applicant, Pike Engineering, Agent District 2. And with that, I'm going to open the floor for public discussion on tab R, and we're looking forward from staff presentation from Adam. I believe I see him coming to the podium.
Good evening,
afternoon.
everyone. Yep, Adam Olson, Senior Planner with the Planning Department. And as Commissioner Gray just read, the next item before you is the Canopy Road development. So hopefully we can see the map. This is within the Buccaneer Trail right-of-way, which is one of the county's designated scenic canopy roads. It's really at the intersection of Gerbing Road, Buccaneer Trail, and Fletcher Avenue, near where the roundabout is, near the Harris Teeter. So this is just a map of our the designated canopy roads on this part of the island. And on this slide, again, I highlighted in red the area where this development's proposed. It's really only for a short area of underground electrical work. It's for 167 feet, where it's highlighted in red. So it'll be within the right-of-way adjacent to the Amelia Baptist Church property. But they're proposing to just do that underground cable work, as well as 62 feet of overhead cable work, and install one in-ground pull box. Based on our review, it appears there'll be, I think I added a picture, here we have the street view from the right-of-way, but they'll be within proximity of 2 of the protected canopy road trees, but they'll be at least 10 feet from the trunks of the trees, and again, they'll be using directional boring underground, so we've reviewed it to hopefully be far enough away from the trees to cause any injury. Therefore, there shouldn't be any impacts to the trees, and we recommend approval of the request.
Well, thank you for that report, Mr. Wilson. It's always good to do that directional boring instead of excavating, that area up.
Yeah, exactly.
All righty.
A quick
Yes, sir.
question. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Adam, the
Yes.
overhead line work that's depicted there as well?
It is on the site plan
Yeah.
on the one side, and it's, so on the white sheet, but 62 feet of overhead cable, so that's on the side where the coffee shop is. That's where the
Got
overhead
it.
work is being
Okay,
done.
thank you for the clarity. That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to figure out.
So it's on the
That's
other
a good
side of
point.
the roundabout with
Yeah.
overhead work?
It's still Canopy Road.
Correct,
Okay.
yeah, it's within the right of way, but there are no trees on
Yeah,
that side, so that's
right.
just overhead work by the coffee shop.
Okay.
So the only work near the trees is underground on the other side.
Yep.
One other thing I can add too is that we received a proposal for underground electrical work from FPU for a lot of Buccaneer Trail. I can't remember how many thousands of feet, but it's quite a ways. But the applicant's still working on that, but we'll be bringing that forward at one point. But that'll be much more of the Canopy roadway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr.
That's why I
Wilson.
love you. You're welcome.
I don't believe I have anyone that has us filled out a comment card to speak on this tab R. So is there any further board questions for staff? If not, I'll entertain a motion for approval or denial.
Mr. Chair.
After I close this public
Thank you,
hearing.
sir.
I'm going through my checkoff list here.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Based on the review of applicable testimony and evidence, my motion is to approve CRD 26-006.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, so we have a motion, Madam Clerk, from Commissioner Huffman, a second by Commissioner Farmer. Please call the vote.
Commissioner Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Farmer,
Yes.
Commissioner Hupman,
Yes.
and Chair Gray.
Yes.
That's 4 ayes, 0 nays, your motion carries.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Okay. All right, that now moves us to tab S. And tab S is consider CPA 2607007 and ordinance 226-050, an amendment to the future land use map of approximately 8.52 acres located on the north side of State Road 200 between Harry Green Road and Peoples Road from commercial to Transect Best Zoning District Urban Transitional T 3.5. Owner Judith Turner, agent Nassau County, District 3, and we have Mr. Ryder coming up to the podium. So I'm going to open the floor for public discussion for tab S. Staff presentation, sir.
Good evening, Commissioners. This is a request to amend the future land use map in approximately 8.5 acre parcel from commercial to Transect-based zoning district urban transitional zone T-3.5. Judith Turner is the owner. We're Nassau County serving as the agent. All right, look at the picture on the left, taking up most of the screen there. The lot, the 8.5 acre lot, is outlined in red. It's about a quarter of a mile east of the SR 200 Felmer Road intersection. You can see this is future land use map 11. You see this whole corridor is designated to as T-3.5 on that flume. And so that is the request, so it's consistent with that. And right now it's currently vacant. Current land use on the left is commercial. Current zoning is commercial intensive. Again, the request is to go to T-3.5. As far as its consistency with the comprehensive plan, this is an infill development, or it's an infill opportunity. The development of it It could be mixed-use development, minimum density of 5 dwelling units per acre, so there is a minimum density residential requirement with a max density of 10 dwelling units per acre. And you'll see in the subsequent accompanied rezoning report a look at some of the permitted uses that are allowed in this designation. It's in the JEA service area and consistent with what the growth trends report 2025 says. We need houses, we need jobs. Mixed-use development could provide both. And again, it adheres to the desired development patterns of Flume 11. We find that the request is consistent with the comprehensive plan. The Planning and Zoning Board voted unanimously to recommend approval. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Ryder. Do you have any board questions of staff?
Mr. Chair, is that LSU tonight, Mr. Ryder? We got purple and yellow.
Well, just put it's not Mardi Gras season, is it, Commissioner? So it's football season's pending, and go Tigers.
All right.
Okay, all right. Seeing no board questions, members of staff, I'm gonna close the floor, public discussion. And board deliberation or either entertain a motion or approve or deny for tab S.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
based on the record evidence testimony received, I find the plan amendment is consistent with policy FL 0102J1, policy FL 0206C1, policy FL 0206, and policy FL 01.04A through G of the Nassau County Comprehensive Plan, and therefore my motion is to approve CPA 26-007.
Second?
Okay, Madam Clerk, we got a motion on the floor and a second. Would you please call the vote?
Commissioner Farmer,
Yes.
Commissioner Hupman.
Yes.
Commissioner Martin,
Yes.
and Chair Gray.
Yes.
4 ayes, 0 nays, your motion carries.
Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk. Okay, so that's it for our legislative hearings, and now I'll move us into tab T, which is a quasi judicial public hearing. And for tab T, consider R 26-007 and ordinance 2026-053, the rezoning of approximately 8.52 acres located on the north side of State Road 200 between Harry Green Road and Peoples Road from commercial intensive to transect-based zoning district, urban transitional zone T 3.5. Owner Judith Turner, agent Nassau County District 3. Okay, at this time I'm gonna have to ask, is there any ex parte disclosures to tab T? Ex parte disclosures includes emails, letters, site visits, and any other form of communications. Commissioner Hupman?
None, sir.
Commissioner Farmer?
None.
Commissioner Martin?
None.
And myself, none. And I see the county attorney's looking at me.
I was just asking, you know, I know that this is the only quasi judicial we have on the agenda, and normally I would read the procedures. However,
Okay.
we are the agent for this, and so I don't anticipate that we would have counsel representing. And I don't think the applicant is here to make any comment, so we can waive the reading of those procedures. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Attorney. Just keep me in line.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Clerk, Madam Clerk, would you please identify the documents to be placed in the record for tab T, please?
Application for rezoning, 9 pages, supplemental staff report, 6 pages, PZB staff report, 6 pages, draft ordinance 2026-053, 4 pages, Nassau County business impact estimate, 2 pages, PZB executed motion, 1 page, PZB staff presentation, 12 pages, and staff presentation, 12 pages.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Chair.
Yes,
Make a motion to accept the documents in evidence.
Second. Thank you. Thank you. We got a motion to approve. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, at this time, I'm gonna open the hearing, public hearing for tab T. And staff presentation. Again, Mr. Ryder, welcome.
Good evening.
Do you swear and affirm that testimony you're about to give this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but truth, so help you God?
I do.
Perfect. Can you state your name and department for me?
Will Ryder, Planning Department. Good evening again, Commissioners. This is a request to rezone approximately 8.5 acre parcel from commercial intensive to transect-based zoning district, urban transitional zone T-3.5. We're serving as the agent for the property owner, Judith Turner. Again, the area, the lot, 8.5 acre lot depicted in red, or approximately a quarter mile east of the Fellner SR 200 intersection on a vacant piece of property. Current land use is commercial, and the current zone is commercial intensive. Again, the request is to rezone from commercial intensive to T-3.5. A look at the permitted uses that are allowed in the T-3.5. All of your residential types, at a minimum dwelling, 5 dwelling units per acre, a max of 10 offices, service-related businesses, a variety of retail, public, quasi-public uses, agricultural, automotive when adjoining arterial or state road. This adjoins an arterial road, education, schools, and a look at the conditional uses, entertainment, ambulatory care, agricultural, automotive drive-through facilities. It's consistency with the comprehensive plan. As we saw in the previous application, it's designated T-3.5 in the land use regulating map. That's consistent. It's in a transitional zone intended for medium density and residential development and non-residential development if it fronts SR 200, which it does. The public water and sewer services are available. It's in JEA service area. It's an infill opportunity and transition area that could provide housing and employment opportunities. Its consistency with the rezoning criteria, very similar to its consistency with the comprehensive plan. With the previous approval of the CPA, this will align the zoning district with the future land use map, which happens to be designated T-3.5 on the regulating map. I think we've covered most of this already in the map orientation. We find that it is consistent with the comprehensive plan, the land development code. We recommend approval, staff recommends approval, and the Planning and Zoning Board recommend unanimously to rezone this property. Be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ryder. All right, any board questions of anyone, or Mr. Ryder, or anything? Hearing none, close the public hearing for tab T and entertain a motion of approval or denial for R26-007.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir, Commissioner Martin.
Based upon the record evidence and testimony received, I find that there is competent and substantial evidence pursuant to policy FL.01.02J1, policy FL.02.06C1, policy FL.02.06D, policy FL.08.06A through G of the Nassau County Comprehensive Plan, and section 5.02C and sections 5.02D 1 through 8 of the Nassau County Land Development Code, and therefore my motion is to approve R26-007.
Motion on the floor. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. Madam Clerk, would you please call the vote?
Commissioner Hutman,
Yes.
Commissioner Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Farmer,
Yes.
and Chair Gray.
Yes.
That's 4 ayes, 0 nays, your motion carries.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Clerk. All righty, tab's done, and we'll move to tab U, which is informational only, Board of County Commissioners newsletter for July 2026, and I'll hold this up. It's a great newsletter publication that our staff works hard on, highlighting the accomplishments of what's happening every month. Very informative. You can get a chance to take a look at it. It's fantastic. And I'll move to general public comment. Is there anybody have any general public comment at this time? Seeing none, we'll move to county manager's business.
I have no additional business tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pope. County attorney's business.
I have no further business. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Madam Attorney. County Commissioner's business. Commissioner Martin, you're on.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through the chair to the county manager, I know we have some vacancies on some of our boards, specifically the Planning and Zoning Board and the Tourist Development Council. Are we getting, and I know we advertise this, are we getting any applicants for this? And if so, when do you think we'll be bringing folks to us for approval?
The subject matter expert is coming to the podium to address that question.
Good evening. We have received a few applications, and by a few, I mean 1 or 2. We're going to be pushing that back out tonight for social media, and we're going to review applications next Friday, September the 4th.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bell. Anything else, John?
And that's all, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, I'll just make a little quick comment. I actually talked to 2 people myself last week to try to serve on some of our committees that we have open, and got them the information and haven't heard nothing back. I mean, it's tough. So, but anyone is interested, The Planning and Zoning Board's got open as a member at large. It's a great board. I mean, I enjoyed working on that board, but yeah, please consider serving on any of our open, boards. Commissioner Hutton.
Well, and can I get my nickel back, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir, Commissioner Martin.
I haven't said that in a long time. Yeah, and you brought something up. The Planning and Zoning Board appointment is the one and only at-large position there. So it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter whose commissioner district you're in. And it's really not up to any one single commissioner to try to put somebody forward. Correct me if I'm wrong, county manager. The county manager's staff is going to interview and make a recommendation.
Yes, sir. We'll bring you an agenda item that has all the applicants that have been submitted, and it'll be a choice of the board.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So Commissioner Hutton?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. One, great job tonight.
Oh, thank
stepping in and leading. Those positions, as Commissioner Martin mentioned, are great ways to be involved and serve your county, serve your community, and they're important. We have Affordable Housing Advisory Committee also has a position, John, that's open. So I have heard of someone put their name in for that already. So I encourage everybody to take a look at that, and it's a great way to serve, and it's a great way to become heavy on land use and how that works, how the law works, how Florida State Code helps us, not helps us, but defines how we make these decisions. So it's good stuff. That's all I have.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Chair,
Great.
thank you for,
Thank you,
again,
Commissioner Hutton.
Yep.
Commissioner Farmer.
Thank you,
You on.
Mr. Chairman. All right, I'll try to make this brief. It's 51 pages in this latest July edition of the Nassau County Newsletter, and just like to thank the wonderful staff that puts this together. The countyinsider.com possesses a link to this. If you want to go and see what's going on in real time, it's there for you. Also like to say that if you haven't been out to my side of town and visited the Hicken Power Speedway, which is directly across from Northeast Florida Fairgrounds over there, I've been seeing some of the photos, and it looks like they're having a real good time over there drag racing. Those guys, I mean, that's a big deal that those guys going out there kind of building those cars and stuff. And I see they have different divisions, you know, all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, and that sort of thing. My plan is when it cools down a little bit to go out and enjoy a little bit of that. But I did take a tour out there with Kathy a few weeks ago, and man, I tell you, they've worked their tails off out there to get that thing open for the public, and it is really, really cool. And they're going to continue to work to make it better and build on what they've got. But it is up and running, and I mean, and it looks like they're having a big time. Just wanted to say, just from paying attention around the house and then paying attention to some of the latest, greatest posts and stuff that I've seen on social media, that the snakes are crawling. So, you know, with the rain and stuff that we got going, if you're like your landscaping and all that kind of stuff, be real careful whenever you get out there and start messing around in the mulch and stuff, because if you're not careful, you know, with the rain and stuff we got going on in the evenings, it's not uncommon to have a snake laying up next to the house. And we had one, in fact, just a week or so ago. Luckily, it was just a non-poisonous snake by my father's back door, and my sister called me in a panic, and I had to run over there real quick and do a little relocation. But anyway, just wanted to put it out there that, you know, it's not uncommon to see snakes around your back patio and stuff, especially when you get large amounts of rainfall. So just be, you know, looking and paying attention. Also wanted to say that this last Friday night at Warrior Field, we had a hard-fought game against Charlton County. It ended in a 14-14 tie, and then the weather moved in right at the very end, and we weren't able to go into any type of overtime. So they just called it a tie. But I tell you, man, it was a hard-fought game, and those kids played some hard football out there Friday, and it was two very evenly matched teams, I'll say that. And, you know, we're obviously known for our running game, and those guys were ready for it. I mean, there's a kid over there, number 5 and number 6. Them boys, I mean, are like you drop them out of a helicopter, you know what I mean? Wherever the ball goes, it's like number 5 on the tackle, number 6 on the tackle. So I just wanted to say thanks to Charlton County for coming over, playing a good game, a lot of good sportsmanship out there. And this Friday night, we'll be playing at home over there. Yeah, so we play a team called Kip Bold City. And be 7:30 Warrior Field. I'll be up in the press box, so come on up there and say hi to us. And if it starts to rain, you get out of the rain with us. And we've got free parking, unless, of course, you like to block in fire rescue, and then you will be towed. And that's all I have, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for sharing that, Commissioner Farmer. I really don't have anything. I just want to blow the horn and say that the spokes in the wheel is our staff and our employees here at Nassau County. And a lot of people looking outside don't understand that, you know, the employees are your greatest asset, especially all of y'all out here that works at Nassau County. And, you know, it ain't us 5 commissioners that get a lot of the stuff done. It's really the employees that do all the hard work and the heavy lifting. And the taxpayers should know that they got a great group of employees here at Nassau County. So I just want to do a shout out to them. I'm filling in for Chair McCullough today, and hope I didn't do too bad of a job. But thank you for everything. Thank you, employees, for all you do every day. And I want you to know that you're not forgotten. That I think about you, and all of us here on the board appreciate the hard work you put in here for the taxpayers. And with that, we're done, y'all.